Grand Theft Auto 5, the only game where a crime is literally in its name. But what if it didn't need to be this way? In a world filled with chaos, violence, and utter destruction, one man will take on the ultimate challenge. This is Johnny. He has one simple goal: make $1 million without killing anyone. And trust me, Los Santos is going to make that very difficult. Bro, what the fuck? Johnny has to obey these 4 rules. No killing anyone, of course. No missions that involve NPCs killing each other. All money must be made in free mode. And finally, each job can only be completed once. The challenge is over if any of these rules are broken. Alright, Johnny, let's go make some money. After spending admittedly too long on creating Johnny, he was finally ready. After absolutely mean mugging the LSPD, we were finally in. Committing the name of the game in the first 10 seconds, we made our way to the only place where money is made. Yes, taxi work.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
And after forgetting to start the timer, we were finally off to our first customer, picking them up and dropping them off to make our first real dollar. And after a while of picking up and dropping off for about an hour and 23 fares later, we were finally at 100K. And yes, I didn't notice the timer was blocking our money, so I'll add our total up here. Now at this point, I was feeling great. 100K in the bank in only an hour, but how wrong I was. Oh my God, today would be nice, bro. But now Johnny was in the market for the free HSW upgrade. And after going through an unbearably long cutscene, we bought the membership, only to find out we can't get the free HSW upgrade for whatever reason. After finding this news out and shattering his dreams of a fast car, Johnny went to the only place that would take his cash: the Diamond Casino. Another unbearably long cutscene later, and another membership bought. He was ready, spinning the wheel and getting a nice reward of $20,000 and 10,000 chips. But Johnny wasn't here to spin a wheel. He was here for blackjack. With the hopes of that Los Santos luck he heard all about, he found out real quick why you never gamble. Losing the chips that could have been potential money, Johnny decided real work is more reliable. Hitting up the local pizza joint for work, reminiscing of his youth delivering pizzas. Knocking out 3 deliveries in record time, his next delivery had him fight an uphill battle. Quite literally. But that didn't bother Johnny, delivering the last 2 before they got cold, netting himself an extra $21,000. Still upset at the loss from gambling, he needed to do real life-saving work to wash away his sins. So he became a firefighter, extinguishing fires, shutting off gas leaks, saving people in burning homes, and even rescuing a little kitty. Aww. All of this earned him about $35,000. After being told he can't fight fires anymore, he borrowed this guy's sports car after hearing about the time trials that pay really well if you finish in time. On the way to the trial, he found G's cash at his church, adding an extra $15,000 to the total. After attempting the time trial, the car he borrowed just wasn't fast enough, as he was off by 4 seconds. Disappointed and stressed out as to not hit anyone driving at crazy speeds, he did a quickie. No, literally, there's a job called Quickie Farm. What were you thinking? Anyways, delivering medical supplies to hospitals pays surprisingly well, earning $35,000 in only 10 minutes of work. Still wanting to take on that time trial, Johnny purchased a cheap garage from a suspicious individual, to say the least, and buying the most expensive and fast car in the hopes that maybe this will do. Calling his mechanic to drop it off, he was off. Stopping by the Raton Canyon Trials board, that was asking for a few pictures of a few animals. Seems easy enough. Making his way to a bicycle time trial and knocking it out with ease, netting him his biggest payout yet of $200,000. With all the adrenaline flowing through him from the time trial, he decided that he could parachute off this mountain as well. And I guess Johnny is a jack of all trades, absolutely destroying this as well. Remembering the list of animals he needed, one included a seagull, and after noticing a flock flying above, he snapped a quick picture, 1 of 3 down. Back at the infamous time trial he was dreading, he knew his car would get the job done. And he was right, beating the time trial with so much time to spare. But now Johnny was a man of money. $500,000 in almost 3 hours, things were turning around. Worried his pockets were too heavy, he took up an odd job of delivering goods in an armored truck, but also to move his money to a more secluded area. On his way, he received a horrifying message from his employer. Feeling betrayed and scared, he noticed that he was being followed. Then the shots were fired at him. Johnny didn't work this hard to die delivering supplies for a shady company. Worried the shooters were going to gain on him, he acted on his impulses and took the armored truck off the road. Little did he know this maneuver would end up saving his life as 2 of the 3 shooters backed off. After a little more off-roading, the final shooter eventually backed off and he delivered the supplies. Angered that after nearly dying he only earned $18,000, he vowed to never work for them again. This scare gave Johnny the courage he never knew he had. You only live once mentality, completing another skydiving stunt, earning more than the last time. Making his way to the airport to quickly learn how to fly in case he ever needed to escape this cursed city. Passing with flying colors and a forklifting job later, Johnny was closing in on that $1 million goal. Exhausted after nearly dying, he slept the night away. Awaking in his garage next to his beautiful car, he was ready for a change, starting his day off with a beautiful new outfit. Looking like a true crime boss that doesn't kill, he assumed that maybe the casino would bless him. After all, he's almost a millionaire. It couldn't hurt that bad, right? And after earning a nice bonus of 10,000 chips from the wheel and using some of his hard-earned money on chips, he was back to blackjack. And once again losing all his chips. But this time he dipped early to make sure the pain's not as bad. To earn this cash back, he became a newspaper boy. Cheap work, but honest work. Gathering up a nice $25,000 for a little to no effort job, but also keeping the motorcycle they provided. With this new motorcycle, he realized that he can get those animal pictures he so desperately needed, as now he can reach those harder to get places. But this decision would cost him dearly. Bro, no, I'm not doing all that shit. I'm doing way too much. Oh. No, bro. Oh my god. All that hard work gone for a dumb decision. So now you're wondering, if Johnny is dead, then who completed the challenge? Well, that's where I come in. Hi, I'm Johnny, with an E, don't forget it. I'm Johnny's brother. After finding out my brother's passing and realizing he put all his money in a will with my name in it, I realized I had one job to do. Finish the job my brother started. The biggest smile on my face, I was ready to take on Los Santos. Arriving right next to the Life Invader building, my first job was to secure a Sentinel XS, a fast vehicle that can be HSW upgraded. With the money from my brother's will, I can finally afford the upgrade. Taking a little too long to find this car, I bought the same garage my brother owned to store my newly acquired vehicle. Heading over to the LS car meet, I found out that the HSW upgrade I needed was a bit over my budget. My brother didn't leave me with enough. No worry though, as I had a different, more efficient way to make money. Heading on over to the Raton Canyons trial board, I wanted to complete the challenge that took my brother's life. Getting a picture of a pig, boar, and a seagull, I was at 100K with almost no effort. Picking up this random spray can I found on the ground, I found out someone wanted these boards vandalized. So I did as they asked, netting a nice $40,000 bonus after vandalizing all 5. Tired of looking like a bum, I bought a nice outfit that resembled my brother's, as he couldn't wear his for all that long before he passed. Now feeling flashy, I did the same bicycle trial my brother did to hopefully earn that extra 200K. Lo and behold, 200K. After quickly securing G's cash, I found this treasure chest off the coast that gave me $25,000. And interested in the idea of collecting items to make money, I found myself diving into the ocean to collect these hidden caches spread all around the map. Collecting all 10 hidden caches in even the deepest parts of the ocean. At this point, I had already accumulated nearly $600,000 in half the time it took my brother. Ready for the HSW upgrade I was dying for, finally did it. Some upgrades and customizations later, she was ready for the ultimate time trial, the HSW time trial. Now, these time trials are harder, shorter in time, and require a really good vehicle to complete. But no worry, as my Sentinel XS proved to be superior, beating the time trial with 4 seconds left to spare, netting myself $250,000, the single biggest paycheck either of us ever received. And with only $150,000 left to go, I knocked out a few more parachuting jumps, did a quick hack and secure package mission, and even did an odd job to pay homage to my brother. And in only 3 hours, 13 minutes, and 35 seconds, I did it. I secured $1 million without killing anyone.